Hey fam, how y'all doing? I just wanted to come on here for a few minutes and express how exhausted I am. um, I really busted my ass. I was really grinding today on my little hustle and flow, aka Uber. Um, I've been up since 5 a.m. Well, technically 4 a.m., but I started my day around 5:30 after I got my little latte from Starbucks and my little cheese Danish. And then I just got to working. And then by the time I put in a good 13, 14 hours, I got off the road. Literally I say about 30 minutes ago. It's now 11:40, almost p.m. Yeah, your girl is tired. But you know what? I just wanted to come on here and say how much I really enjoyed going to Tasha K's New Year's Eve comedy show. I really loved it. That was my very first time attending her comedy show. And her end of the year show was really, really good. I just loved everything about it. I was just glad that she actually had food. See, most comedy shows I go to, they don't really have a lot of good food. They actually had some really decent food, even though it was finger food. There were chicken wings, hot dogs, chili dogs, French fries, catfish baskets, and all kinds of other little snacks. And she had candies and sodas, and she had little bartenders making little bartender drinks. But yeah, it was nice. It was a very nice event center. It was in not too far from downtown Houston. I would say like maybe 15 minutes outside of downtown. I stayed in the Holiday Inn, so I wasn't that far from it. But let me tell y'all something, what I learned really quickly. Pay attention to the address before you go to the Bayou Event Center. I did not realize Houston actually has two Bayou centers. The first one I went to by accident was the incorrect Bayou Center. See, nobody warned me that there were two similar event centers. The shuttle man from the Holiday Inn, he took me to what's called the Bayou Music Center, which is, I believe, for concerts. I'm not sure if they do comedy shows over there, but anyway, I got off the shuttle. I came up to the building. The whole building was completely dark. And I said, I don't think I'm at the right Bayou Center. I said, is there another one? So then I looked at the ticket. I said, oh shit, I'm at the wrong Bayou Center. So yeah, there's two different ones. One is Bayou Music Center, which is directly downtown by the Toyota Center, not too far from there. Then the other one is the Bayou City Event Center. They're very similar. You just have to be careful whenever you're going to like any type of events, especially in Houston. They have so many buildings that sound so similar. But yeah, anyway, 15, 20 minutes later, I called me a Lyft ride, got me a ride down to the right center. As soon as I walked in, I just love the decor. She had like this like big sign that was all lit up in like red and white and blue lights that said Winos 2025. And I said, oh, that is so cute. I love the decor. I wonder whose idea this was. But yeah, whoever her event planner was, shout out to the event planner. They did a damn good job decorating that center. It was really pretty inside. They had an actual live Teddy version of her teddy bear that she always has on her show. And I thought it was cute. I took a picture with the real Teddy. He had like this big, obnoxious wine bottle. It wasn't real. It was just plastic. But it was cute, though. And then after I took a picture with Teddy, when I was going inside the entrance, at the door, I met Shek. He was really nice. And I waved at him. And I met Jasmine, and she was really cool. I waved at her. And then I met, I think his name is Jason, the other guy. I think he's like her security or a head of security. He was really cool too. But yeah, I met the crew. It was just so surreal. Y'all have no idea how that feels in person to actually meet people that work with her behind the scenes. I thought that was so cool of them to greet all the guests. And I sat down, I grabbed me, some chicken wings, and they were all right, and some fries and some drinks. But let me tell y'all something about the bartenders. I had a bone to pick specifically with the bartenders. They were extremely slow. Okay. The drinks were strong, they were good, but they were just very slow with the service. Okay. I got my wing basket before I got the drink in less than 10 seconds. By the time the lady got done making my drink, she took I would say close to 5 minutes. She was just taking her sweet time with a couple in front of me. She took at least a good 5 to 6 minutes a piece on each drink. Then she kept checking a $100 bill. It's just so ghetto. I was just like, oh my God, lady. Like, you have a line of people waiting for drinks. What the hell? I don't know why they were taking so long, but I did see that she had a notepad. I think they were instructed to count the type of drinks that they were serving because she had like all these chicken scratches, like she was counting the drinks. So like I was looking and I was just like, maybe that's why they're taking so long. They have to count each drink that they serve to the guest. So I don't know. But anyway, they were slow as hell. That was like my only bone to pick. But outside, the slow service, everything was perfect. I love the DJ. Shout out to whoever that DJ was. I think her name was DJ Carlo. I don't know. She was a black lady. She was really cool. She played some really good ass music. I just thought it was kind of awkward when they brought out the Salt and Pepper Gang guys. I was like, what was the purpose of them? Who are they? Look, I don't even know who they were. They were like some Instagram influencer people. They was like some fine, dark and chocolate men's with gray beards and like 3-piece suits and hats. They looked very fancy and very dapper. They were nice looking, but I was just like, they're old. But anyway, I thought it was cute. They came on stage, introduced themselves, gave out their Instagram page and stuff, told everybody to follow them. I was like, okay. But she also had some local comics. The local comedians were okay. I mean, the first one was like womp womp. The second and third one, they were all right. I mean, some jokes were kind of corny. Some jokes were kind of dry. But in my opinion, the highlight of the whole motherfucking night, Tasha motherfucking K. Shout out to Tasha K. If you watching this, girl, you did your motherfucking thing, okay? You were absolutely beautiful and amazing. Like, if y'all go back and watch the clips that I posted recently with me and Tasha dancing on the dance floor and stuff, she was in a very beautiful pink shimmering dress. It was very elegant. I was just like, wow, she is so pretty in person. And I didn't realize how short she was. I was like, damn, she is short. But she was looking fabulous. Her makeup was on point. Hair was on point. Like, she looked beautiful. She really looked like a model. And I just love how she embraced all the winos, the guests that came to the show, because she gave nearly everybody a hug. I thought it was just so personable of her to do that. I thought that was so genuine. I felt right at home just meeting her for the first time. I thought it was so cool. And to be honest, y'all, I don't think anybody really had to pay money to do the meet and greet because it was unnecessary, because she came out to the dance floor and she took selfies with everybody, a video. Shit, that was a meet and greet right there, to be honest. I felt like a lot of people wasted their money doing the meet and greet because she came out and chilled with everybody. But let me tell y'all something. She wasn't playing about that security. She didn't have no bullshit security guards. She had real deal HPD cops, Houston Police Department. Yeah, she had about, I counted at least 6 of them jokers. They was big ass black dudes too. They was buff. Yeah, they looked good though. One of them was fine as hell. But yeah, they was in there deep. She was not playing with HPD because I was kind of nervous. I'm not gonna lie. When I first entered the building, there were no metal detectors. There was nobody patting nobody down. I was just like, oh shit, there's a whole bunch of us's in here. I don't know if this is gonna work without people getting checked. But the minute I walked onto the floor and I seen all the VIP tables and a general, selection seating for all the regular folks, that's when I seen all the cops on the doors. I said, okay, I feel somewhat safe now. I don't think anybody's going to do shit with HPD in the building. But let me tell y'all, this one chick that was super hella drunk in the middle of Tasha K's comedy segment, she lost it. I don't know if she was high, if she was on something, but her titty was falling out her dress, and she just started going off when Tasha was talking about politics and Trump and stuff. And Tasha was like, nah, let her air this shit out. She's emotional. Give her 5 minutes. I'm not going to kick her out. Y'all paid too much money for these motherfucking tickets. Because the cops, they was zeroing in on her ass. They was about to give her the boot and tell her, you need to get an Uber, get the fuck out. It was so funny. But yeah, she was like emotional as shit. And I don't know what she was saying. I couldn't hear what the lady was saying, but she was going off the mouth. I don't know what was wrong with her. And then later on in the evening, she ended up falling behind me. I didn't see it, but the lady that was next to me was like, did you see her fall? You missed it. I said, no, I didn't see it. Girl, she fell all over the place. Titty fell out and everything. I was like, oh my God. But anyway, it was a blast. I loved it. The music was jumping. I loved her intro. Her intro music is really, really catchy. I was jumping, dancing and shit when she came out. We was all hyped up. But yeah, it was cool. We was lit. We was really lit. I loved it when we did the countdown. It was just a whole vibe. The whole place was a vibe, in my opinion. But anyway, again, shout out to Tasha K. If you watching this, girl, you did a damn thing. I will definitely go back to another comedy show. I probably wouldn't go to a regular show because her regular shows are probably not the same as her end of the year shows. But she has another end of the year show like that. Oh, baby, I'm going to go if it ain't too far. Because Houston was lit. Like, we was in there deep. People was just twerking on the floor. It was crazy, y'all. It was nuts. But yeah, go back and watch the clips that I posted. I posted a whole bunch of clips on here. But anyway, that's all I wanted. I just wanted to express how I felt with the whole comedy experience. I thought it was really nice. It was probably one of the best New Year's Eves I've ever had, in my opinion. And oh, by the way, Tasha K commented on my clips, y'all. If y'all haven't noticed, go back and look at some of my clips. She was like, yes, queen. I was just like, ah! I was just such a groupie because I was just like, she actually found my clips. I don't know how she found my video so fast because I literally just uploaded those clips the other night when I got back home. I said, that was quick. I don't know how she found my clips that quick. Because my clips, they only had like maybe 500-600 views. They weren't that popular. But yeah, somehow she found my clips. I was like, oh, she showed me some love. I thought that was so sweet. But anyway, that's all. I don't want nothing else. I just wanted to come on here, say a few things. Because I forgot to address like the experience, because I know y'all probably wondered how the show was and how the experience was, but it was lovely. It was fun. I had a great time in Houston besides the hiccup at the Holiday Inn. I had a really good time at the comedy show, and I highly recommend y'all, if y'all have never been, go see her comedy show. I would probably say the best time to see it is when she has her end of the year. Her end of the year was hella lit. Like, after she finished her show, she had like an after party. They set up tables to play spades, but I don't know how to play spades. And she was doing the meet and greet, and there was a huge line wrapped around the building. So I was just like, I'm about to get up out of here. I'm not about to wait. It's been more than 30 minutes. So I left. It was like after 2 a.m. when I left. And I went back to my room because I had to get up the next morning and I had to get back home. But anywho, that's all. I just wanted to share that experience with you guys. But yes, I felt so happy. I felt so happy to meet her, and I felt so happy just to have the experience. I thought it was so cool of her. Because, you know, most celebrities, they don't be getting on the dance floor with a lot of the guests and stuff. A lot of them be like very high strung with their security teams and stuff. And I was surprised how lax she was. I was just like, damn, she don't be worried about all the people surrounding her. Like, that is a little it kind of makes me a little nervous for her, because I was a little nervous how many people swarmed around her when she was walking through to get to the stage. I was like, oh shit. But everybody was showing love. It was all love. You know what I'm saying? It was all good. But anywho, It was a whole vibe. It was a whole vibe. But, oh, one more thing before I go. So I found out the day of New Year's Eve. I don't know if I addressed this already, but my new job called me and said I have to start training on the 25th. And I was like, 25th of February? They were like, no, 25th of January. I said, what? Yeah, I was stuck because I said, now that means I have to hurry up when I get home, start packing the following week after New Year's weekend. So I'm not thrilled. I got to pack up this whole apartment before the 25th. Well, actually before the 24th, because I have to be in Virginia on the 24th because training starts on the 25th. And I had to hurry up and reserve my Airbnbs to save on costs. I reserved multiple Airbnbs, like 4 days here, 5 days here, 6 days here, because I was not about to pay an arm and a leg for a hotel. But yeah, I'll be stuck in an Airbnb for at least 2 or 3 weeks before I start in my new place, because my new place is not ready till the middle of February. The 17th, to be exact, is when my new place will be ready. So it's a mess. It's a whole clusterfuck, and it's stressful. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. It's very stressful right now, just thinking about it. Like, I've lost so much money and I haven't even left yet. I paid to break my lease yesterday. I was not thrilled. It was $2,500 drain. It's a lot. It's a lot of expenses. I paid a down payment on my car to get shipped yesterday as well. It was like $200, but my car wasn't bad. It's like $700, $745 to be exact. So I just owe them $500 in cash when they come pick up my car on the 24th. Or no, the 20th, I believe. They're coming to come pick it up. But anyway, yeah, it's a lot. Life is lifing. It's rough. But I had a good New Year's Eve. I enjoyed my New Year's Eve weekend. I really did. Well, technically it wasn't the weekend, but you know what I mean. I enjoyed the New Year's Eve holiday. However, I do want to address real quick before I go. The morning of New Year's Day, when I was having breakfast in a hotel, I was kind of saddened to see the news when I saw that there was a terrorism attack in New Orleans. And I just wanted to say and express my deepest condolences and prayers to all the families affected. It was just very saddened to hear that at least 15 victims have died as of yesterday, or as of today. I think the news said 15 people have died. In case you missed it, I know some of y'all probably don't watch the news, but a man plowed into a crowd of people on Bourbon Street in New Orleans on New Year's Eve at 3 a.m. And that's why I tell people, when you travel, you have to be extremely careful when you go to large crowds. That's one reason I don't do a lot of huge crowds, like stuff like that, like out in the open and stuff. I don't do. I don't even care for Mardi Gras, to be honest. And as many times and as many years as I wanted to go to Mardi Gras, that completely turned me off. I don't want no parts of it. I mean, crime is everywhere, but it's scary. Y'all have to be careful and stay prayed up. And the same time that the New Orleans incident happened, there was an explosion in front of the Trump Hotel in Las Vegas. And I was just like, what the hell is going on? Now, what shocked me even more, I know terrorism is not about color, but in my opinion, I honestly always thought it was the white people, the white boys doing the shit. But when I seen the picture of the guy that attacked all those people in New Orleans, he was black. I was just shocked. To be honest, I really was shocked. I really did not expect to see a black guy. And a lot of people were like, no, he's Arab. He's like Iranian or some shit. Like, no, he's black. He was born and raised in Beaumont, Texas, a U.S.-born citizen. He just had a Muslim name. But I think he was radicalized by a terrorism group, because the news did say that they found an Al-Qaeda flag inside of his truck. So they believe it was politically charged as far as the attack. Because of the explosion in front of the Trump Hotel, they think it was sending a message to like our government. So I don't know if it was politically charged or if it's just something that is just in the air and they just decided to kick off 2025 with terrorism. But it's very scary. And prayers to, like I said, to all the people involved, because that was just so sad. I mean, when I seen pictures of the victims, I seen one as young as 18, a young black girl. The news said on CNN that she snuck out the house. She wasn't even supposed to be down there. She was from Gulfport, Mississippi. She went down to New Orleans with her cousin or somebody to turn up and, you know, have party like any other kid would, and was the first one that got hit by that truck. Instantly died. I said she was only 18. Like, she didn't even get to enjoy her life like as a grown adult. It's just so sad. I was just like, this is so sickening to hear. I didn't know what to say because I just froze when I saw the TV, because I really don't watch the news. But when they cut off the program and it was like breaking news, world news report, and I seen it, excuse me, I was just like, this is awful. This is awful. You know, it really broke my heart to see that. I just could not believe it. It was just so sad, so heartbreaking. But yeah, like I said, y'all gotta stay prayed up. Just be careful, whatever y'all do. Just be very, very careful out here. The news did say that they canceled what's called the Sugar Bowl. The Sugar Bowl is the college football game. However, they did not cancel the Super Bowl. I don't know why. I thought that was very stupid, because the Super Bowl is supposed to be in New Orleans this year, and it's in February. It's right around the corner. And they guarantee that there will be extra caution, extra safety, extra security. But I was just like, I don't give a damn if you got 1 million security guards. It's so dangerous. You just had Bourbon Street attacked. I can't imagine what somebody's going to think about the Superdome. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just showed me how greedy society is. They don't care for human life. And it pisses me off, because the city would rather make money off the people than care about people's lives. That really disgusted me, how they did not move the venue. Like, if you didn't want to cancel the Super Bowl, you could have moved the venue. I don't care how much money y'all put into this mess. Like, that was just wrong, in my opinion. I felt like they should have at least canceled it, because that's a safety precaution. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to have thousands of people come to New Orleans for Super Bowl weekend. You think that's a good idea after the shit that just happened on New Year's Eve? Like, no. You could put as many barricades up. Somebody's going to try something. I already know it now, because I can feel it in my spirit. I feel like somebody's going to try something again, because the FBI already said that the man in New Orleans did not act alone. He was definitely not solo. He had improvised explosive devices all over his truck. They said the guy that was in the Cybertruck explosion in Vegas may have been possibly related to the guy in New Orleans, because they were both ex-military. And I think the white guy in Vegas, he was a ex-ranger, Army Ranger, which is like special forces, the people that wear the green berets, very badass people, very dangerous people. And the black guy, I'm not sure what he was in the military, but they said that he was also ex-military. But here's the deal. And let me get something real quick off my chest. Just because they were both in the Army and they were both ex-military does not mean that every Army person is a threat to society. I'm going to say this one more time. Just because they were in the Army does not mean that they are a threat to society. Because I know a lot of good people, a lot of good soldiers, and a lot of good veterans that never harmed a fucking fly, who I served with, that I still talk to this day, and live very normal lives. Like, it just really pisses me off how people are like, oh, they were ex-military. Oh my God, they're all crazy. God knows what they got into them. No, what got into both of those idiots that did the fucking attacks was radicalism. It's called that they were radicalized by Al-Qaeda or ISIS or whatever the hell you call it. And they just were brainwashed, period. As simply as that. There are a lot of people don't realize how deep this is. And it pisses me off how ignorant I've heard people, like even all day on Uber. Oh, I heard that a lot of them folks be going crazy, but I didn't know it was this bad in the military. And I said, well, ma'am, I'm a military veteran and I'm very normal. Am I? Do I sound crazy? Do I appear crazy to you? Oh no, that's not what I meant. Right. Okay. Exactly my point. Like, the point is, just because somebody is a veteran, it does not mean that they're a threat to society. It just simply means that they may have some issues. Yes. There may be some PTSD involved. Yes. But that does not mean that every person coming out of the military is a threat. Like, it's just simply that people have something, there are some people that are super anti-government. There are a lot of people who have different beliefs. And I believe that those two men who appeared to look very, very normal, by the way, because the black guy was an IT guy. He was like a cybersecurity engineer. Very good job. Probably made well over 6 figures. And he did real estate, by the way. Very normal jobs. It's just the fact that they did not wake up and snap and say, I'm going to harm people one day. No, what it was, they were in part of a cult and they were radicalized by terrorism cells. They're called terrorism cells. Terrorism cells are like groups or clusters of cults or groups of literally people who believe in anti, government crap. They're kind of similar to what's that stuff called at that time where the people were protesting during George Floyd. They're kind of like Antifa. They're very anti-government. Now, Antifa, I wouldn't necessarily classify them as terrorism, but they're very anti-government. They're just a cult of people who do not believe in the government. But anyway, you get my drift. It just, like I said, it just really ticks me off how people view the military now that they found out that both of these guys were former Army veterans. And they just think that, all military are this way. No, media is going to portray military this way. They're going to say all the shit you want to hear. And they're going to put all this propaganda crap out there. But like I said, in my opinion, people who tend to get into this mode are legit brainwashed by, like I said, what do you call it? Radicalization. They're radicalized. There are a lot of people that have underground societies. It's just like the KKK. There are a lot of people in underground societies who are radicalized by the KKK. You'll never know it. They look very normal. They could be policemen. They could be firemen. It could be anybody. That's the point I'm trying to make to y'all. It doesn't matter what color they are. It doesn't matter if they're male or female or where they come from, if they're born in the US of A or they're born somewhere else. Majority of the time when it's domestic terrorism, it's US people. U.S. born citizens, not foreigners, not Arabs, because people have an Arabic phobia, thinking that all Arabs are terrorists, and that's not even true. People are just ignorant. They don't do their research. You just have to read for yourself. That's all I got to say about that. But anyway, I've been on here for almost 30 minutes babbling. I'm tired, and it's after midnight. I'm about to have me a little juicy juice, aka a little brew, because I brought me a couple of brews in the corner store, and then I'm laying the fuck down. I'm tired. But anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and again, prayers to all the families and all the ones who lost their loved ones, because there was just no there was just no reason for this mess. You know what I mean? It's just out of control, and it just makes me on guard even more when I travel, because most of the places I travel to solo, they're big cities, but I don't go to massive things. I don't go to massive events, massive crowds for that reason, because there's always something happening. And to be honest, I mean, it was even risky for me to go out on New Year's Eve to the comedy show because anything could have happened there, to be honest. But I felt like I was okay, even though there were a whole bunch of people inside because the police were right there on site. But you never know. You just have to stay prayed up. You have to keep your guard up. You always have to be aware of your surroundings. My advice to you before I go, I would really advise everybody, if you're traveling, travel in packs. Don't travel solo. I only travel solo to places I've been to and places I know very well, like Houston, Dallas, places I've lived in, Austin, San Antonio. The only oddball place I've traveled to solo where I didn't know squat about was San Francisco, and that scared the living daylight out of me. But San Francisco wasn't bad when I went there last year solo. But travel in packs or travel with a friend, I highly suggest you never travel solo to somewhere you've never been and you don't know much about, because you just never know what's going on. Especially major cities like LA, Chicago, New York, you definitely don't want to travel solo. I know it looks cool and it looks curious and it looks intriguing to see people like influencers traveling solo across the world and even out of the country, but I don't suggest it. There's just too much happening, in my opinion. But yeah, to be safe, travel with a friend, a relative, of some sort, a person that you know very well. Don't just travel with anybody. And travel with somebody who's very knowledgeable about the place, the area that you're going to. You know what I'm saying? Because you, like I said, you can't even, just be at peace, just knowing that anything could pop off at any minute. That's all I'm saying. You just cannot let your guard down. That's the point. But anywho, I'm going to go to bed now. I'm tired. I'm tired of talking. I need to lay down. I need to rest. I've been up all day and all night, and my feet are killing me right now. My foot is going numb. I don't know why my foot is going numb, but it's hurting. But anyway, y'all have a good night. Y'all take care. I will talk to y'all next time. Bye.